Hi guys, it's Louis from LG Coaching again. So today we're back into our foam roller and mobility. We're gonna do quads. We're gonna go into sort of adductor muscles and tensor fascia ladder. All right. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the quads. Okay. So there's a couple different ways you can stretch out your quads. We're just going to keep it really simple. We're going to stretch one out at a time. Again, we're trying to go for 10 to 15 rolls. We're just coming back. Try to come all the way up to the hip and then pull through. And again, just allow yourself to sort of sink into it. Allow the upper bodies to come down. And same as yesterday, we're just trying to relax as much as we can. Slight rotations round in your hips, so you can target different muscles of your quadriceps. Just find your full range and keep working through. Nice, guys. Okay, once you've done about 10 to 15, just squat sides. So I'm trying to go from knee all the way up to my hip. And as I work through, I'm just now coming onto the more sort of lateral portion of my quads. Nice. We're really just working until we begin to ease off a little bit. It's important to try and relax other areas of the body and not tense up, particularly in your traps and your shoulders here. Okay? So now if you've got a chair, if you've got a bench at home, all we're going to do, we're going to pick the leg up there. Just hold from here and try and stretch out your quads. So here we're working more flexibility, particularly around our hip flexors. There you go. To feel the stretch a little more, pull yourself forwards. Should feel a little bit of a pull at your knee as well. And again, I just sort of work through, coming back slightly, pushing forwards, trying to go for 10 to 15. Just keep it a real small, real casual movement. And we're just going to do this till we ease off a little bit. If you begin to feel a bit of like a burning motion or sensation, that's okay. Let's get up. Just go for roughly 5 more. So if you've got this obviously sofa at home, bench, whatever you've got, just put your foot up onto there, grab some pillows, anything's okay really, as long as the foot's elevated. Same again this side, it's a bit awkward to get yourself started off. So I'm just going to hold initially, and once I've got there, then I'll begin to lean forwards. Okay. That's it. Try and get the upper body nice and upright, stay tall. Again, to make this a bit more comfortable, you might want to put a pillow underneath your resting knee, or your working knee I should say. Keep working through. Just go for a couple more. Again, nothing too precise really, just working to against these off. Okay, if we grab our roller again, we're going to work into abductors and gracilla here. So sort of working across the inner thigh. Okay. So straightening out one leg. with our working knee, we're going to try and get our knee level with the hip. And we're just going to roll across right up into our pelvis and come back down. So this will tend to get really tight for the majority of us, sort of around the pelvic bone and whatnot, the pelvic joint. Just keep rolling through. So I'm trying to target the tighter areas with smaller rolls and a bit of sustained amount of sort of time and attention. So to here, and I'm sort of right up by the pelvis, that's where I'm holding, that's the most tight area for me. Now just almost sink into that. Try and relax the foot down, relax the knee down, and hold from there until it begins to ease off. So we get a bit of sort of myofascial release. There you go. And you can even begin to bring your back leg up and just work through into different movements and different targeting different areas until again that eases off. There you go. And then we'll just get a couple of nice full rolls back in. What I'm really trying to do here, with any stretch or foam roller work particularly, is just try and straighten out my muscle strands and muscle fibres. Nice. Cool. And swap sides. Same thing again, try and target the tighter areas. Get your knee up tall and then rotate round. So same as the other side, I'm a lot tighter up by my pelvis, so I'm going to focus on the area with smaller rolls. And also find if I go onto the edge of the roller, like there, I can just get into some like sort of deeper tissues, a bit more easier to manipulate. There you go. So when I find a particularly tight point, I'm going to just come down, hold from there. Almost see it as a self-massage, those who've had it like sports massage and whatnot before. When a masseuse will find a tighter area, they work on that area, they stay there and they put a bit of sustained amount of pressure there. And then when it eases off, just try and get a couple of full rolls back in. Nice. Keep working through. Just go for about 5 more. So again, try and go 10 to 15 rolls. Okay, swap sides. So, I always get into a little bit of mobility. So a bit of a strain on this one, but we're going to sit in a lunge position. Okay. Welcome more into our hip flexors and a bit of glute med and glute minor more than anything. So we're going to try to get the ankle level with the knee level with the hip, and then with our back leg, we're going to try do the same thing, ankle and knee level, okay? And then just try to get the arms down by the side. We're just going to pick up 1 foot at a time. Let's see it from this angle. So we're here, and then we're just going to try and pick the hip off the floor. Try and hold, and then come down. Hold, and then come down again. 10 to 15 until it eases off. Movement should get slightly easier as you work through. There you go, guys. Try and minimize any upper body movement. Okay. And swap sides. So you want to try and make a right angle in your calf. So this lower back of the leg and the hamstrings, the upper back of the leg. Nice. So you can see mobility is a lot better in my right side than my left just now. And again, just try and pick up and hold, and then come down slow and controlled. Okay. That's 10 to 15. Okay. Now we'll work into tibialis anterior, which is a muscle that runs from knee all the way down to your big toe. Any runners tend to get really tight. Again, it's a bit awkward to get ourselves into this one. So obviously we want to try and go into an angle. Okay. So initially we're gonna squat down, rotate round. Okay. So I'm twisting my hips round, and I'm straightening out my toe that I'm stretching as much as possible. Okay. So try and lengthen the muscle as much as I can Again, I'm just sort of pushing backwards and forwards in my hips, okay? And you can see a bit of a side angle. Just go up the mat. There you go. So as you can see, I'm rotating around, straightening out my toe as much as I can, and then going back and forth. Again, I'm not being overly precise. 10 to 15 rolls until it eases off, and then swap sides. Okay. Same thing on this side then. Again, 10 to 15, we're going a bit of an angle so you can see a bit better. Out of the way. Nice. So I'm a little bit tighter under my ankle. So again, that's going to be my focus point here. A bit of sustaining my pressure, lean into it. Both my palms are flat as I'm working through. And then as it eases off, I just go back into the full rolls. Okay? Chuck the roller to the side. A simple one. I'm going to go for some tibialis, anterior and calf raises. Okay, so toes up, and I'm trying to really pull down from around tibialis, anterior and whatnot. Almost imagine I'm pushing into the ground with my heels, and then I come in to a really basic calf raise. But again, I'm trying to go onto my toes and stretch out the toes. So this one's okay for a bit of ankle mobility as well. Pick up and through, down and through. Again, not overly being precise with the reps, 10 to 15 till it eases off. Nice. So ankle mobility, toe mobility is key. It's where most of our injuries will stem from. That's it. Let's try for one more. Cool. Okay, well done guys. I'll be back tomorrow. That's every Wednesday and Friday. Every Monday through to Friday. We'll be working. Alright. Have a good day guys.